Alrighty, it's your boy Zxous, and I'm back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. If you guys hear music in the background, I'm going to try to talk closer to the mic so you guys don't catch it, because I do have noise suppression, but there is music in the background, not from the game, like actually outside picking up from my mic. But today we're going to be testing, not really testing, because I already know how it's going to go, but we're going to be using NERO on Blacksmith, right? Now, obviously, Blacksmith is a boss that, the bombs, right? I just really want to test all that, the bomb situation. I think having a taunt on the Blacksmith is going to be quite good, especially for when it comes to like when Blacksmith decides to shoot enemy or your Nikke's after he lets out the bombs. To have NERO guaranteed take one of those hits is going to be quite good with the damage reduction and max HP. My NERO is almost completely built. She's 978, so I almost have 10 10 10 on her. I do plan on getting her to 10 10 10 because I do have Rapunzel, so that's why I am going to invest into her. Like I say all the time, I think NERO is pretty good if you're pairing her up with Rapunzel, right? Anybody else, not so crazy, right? Emma doesn't work, Uni doesn't work, and all that stuff. Just as it's like I said in my one video, if you guys watched it, right? Because of the timer situation, right? And how they go about stacks in this game. Hence why it doesn't work regardless. At least it works, but you can't get them to full stacks. And I don't know why you would be using a character if you, like the healer, if you couldn't get NERO to full stacks, right? It just doesn't make sense to me personally. But make sure you guys subscribe and like if you guys are, you know, enjoying these types of videos. Right, because yeah, so the nice burst skill, of course. But yeah, like I'm gonna control with what's her name, with Modernia, but like I'm gonna actually like just let this go after NERO, right? With her damage reduction and everything. Okay, she did end up dying there, right? But what I do like is, right, if you notice, I'm trying to like kind of show without going, but nobody else took damage, right? So the shots, like the, what's it called? The missiles, not the missiles, the bullets that Blacksmith shoots after the bombs, right? It all went towards NERO, and that's something good, right? I think that's something you're going to want. I made a video on her versus Lamilla. I think Lamilla is a better character overall because I don't have to have the requirement of a healer on the team. But obviously, if you do have the healer with NERO, I do think she's better. But yeah, like NERO is going to be very nice in Blacksmith overall, right? Especially when it comes to that, again, shooting over time. So if I get rid of the bombs and they end up shooting NERO, it's only going to go for NERO because of the damage reduction and the max HP increase. Barely going to do any real damage, right? And then if it gets to a point where it does do like harmful damage, then all I would have to do really is just cover it, right? And then Rapunzel also does revive as well, so it's quite nasty, right? I can honestly just boom, take those hits, right? It doesn't really change much, right? I think we're gonna heal back to full before Blacksmith does decide to, you know, reshoot that. But okay, so I guess we just didn't have the cooldown off, and we ended up it ended up going for the heals there. Was beneficial, right? And obviously, but I didn't want to like have the revive wasted back then, just when Rapunzel used her burst skill. So I think NERO, like I said, gonna be very, very good for no question, gonna be very, very, look, taking those damage, right? And I don't really gotta worry, and it's all going to her. Usually it actually splits between two characters, but I think her max HP being increased and the damage reduction on top of that is like really, really beneficial here, right? So I'm just gonna try to get rid of these, right? Now you can see she's getting quite low, right? And we already lost the cover, so it's not really gonna like change much, but you can see how much it's like really actually doing something for us, right? But yeah, she might be dead here. No, so we still have that like one more hit before we would have to actually revive with someone like Rapunzel, right? You can see how it works, right? I think she's going to be quite good if you run her with Rapunzel. I'm actually just going to try to heal with Rapunzel over, right? Okay, she's not dead, right? And then all we have to do is really, even if she ends up dying here, it doesn't change. She's like, she did her job, right? All she has to literally do is tank these next shots and we've won already, right? So that's fine. That's completely fine. Stunned her, which is even better, right? It forces the stun to go on her too, right? So you can see why taunt characters are very, very good against Blacksmith, right? And it's also going to be quite useful against you can see she actually survived the whole time there. It's going to be quite useful against, of course, Modernia and Chatterbacks as well. I don't think it's going to be all that great against Train. Don't think it's going to be all that great against Gravedigger, because I've used her there and it just doesn't work. We weren't taunting there, that's why the taunt didn't go there. Go to her, but we already won, right? So quite good, right? Quite good overall. I think she's a great character for even this comp, right? If you don't have Modernia, or you don't have her, like, you just need those AoE characters to really get rid of the bombs, right? I think that's all that really matters. You get rid of those bombs, you're good to go, right? Because everything else you can kind of just deal with. So yeah, it's just like, I still do believe it sucks that I basically have to run Rapunzel, because no matter how you look at it, like I said, any healer technically works with her, but why would you use her for one stack when you can get full stacks with Rapunzel? Right? It just doesn't make sense, right? So you guys, that's really it for thing. There's no real other team for me to try, because again, I can't try her with different healers and stuff like that, really. She works here quite well. She actually tanked everything without dying, which was good. And then if she did end up dying, like I said in the video, Rapunzel was there as well. So again, my build, if you want to use this build, not even like fully, like, this is HP. This is a massive HP that how much does it go up by when you level it up? 10k, like up to 40 plus k. That's more HP. Even no, not here, it's just more HP. And if I gave it the manufacturing piece, it would be even more HP. So you can see how, like, it's useful, right? She works, right? But she's quite good. So here's my build, my cube. I just gave her a resilience cube. Honestly, she doesn't really need any specific cube. I mean, resilience, obviously, it was great for everyone. I just recommend giving her a cube that's probably mostly invested just for the stats, right? That works as well. But there's no, like, you don't need to give her a specific cube, because she's an SMG. So those charge and damage cubes, charge speed, charge damage cubes don't work for her. You could also give her the Quantum Relic. I think that's what it's called, the Quantum Relic cube, if you have that. But I'd honestly just recommend giving her resilience, or your cube that has like the highest stats for HP, right? The more HP the character, the more HP this character has, the more tanky she will be. Because again, she's increasing her max HP by a big chunk. She's increasing her healing potency. Basically, forced to run Rapunzel, has nasty damage reduction. You can see how it all clicks when you have it all working together. So, like I said, you guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Zxous. Let me know if you guys, right, I think we've all done our testing with NERO, but let me know if you guys done your testing with NERO. With any other healers, if you really figured anything out for it to work. I already tried with every healer besides Zan, since I don't own her, but it honestly just doesn't seem like she's gonna work out that like, it's not gonna be that beneficial for your account unless you have Rapunzel. So let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Zxous. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.